Hi NFL fans, my name is Kraig. It's the 24th of January. You may have just gotten done watching an epic game between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints and went into overtime. It was a really good game, and I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan, obviously wearing a Percy Harvin jersey right now, and I'm not disappointed the Vikings lost. They played a really good game. So did the Saints. At this point, I'm going to address a lot of concerns out there that the Minnesota Vikings choked. First of all, when you have a very good game coming down to two NFL teams, and they both play their hearts out, leave it all on the field, and one of them wins in overtime, which is a very unfair overtime process compared to the NCAA overtime process, where both teams actually gain possession of the ball and have chances to score. But, that's a different issue for a different time. Clearly, under the current rules, the New Orleans Saints deserve to win the game. And I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. It's just I have a problem, with fans coming out and saying the Vikings choked.
They choked.
Did the Vikings really choke? Let's take a look. Let's take a look at this. First of all, that first down that Pierre Thomas got, very, very, very sketchy. I mean, to look at it, there was, either way you put the call, either way you're the referee. You take the call, you look at it. It could have been a first down, could have been a stop. Personally, my own belief is before Pierre Thomas got to the first down marker, he was juggling the ball, so he was no longer in possession of the football to advance the football anymore. So therefore, he was short of the first down Vikings ball. The next controversial play in the overtime was the catch by Robert Meacham. And at that point, sure, it wasn't a make-or-break play for the Vikings. It would have been third down for the Saints the next play, and they could have possibly put the ball in the same field position. But instead of being able to take another 1-yard run, put the ball in the middle of the field for Garrett Hartley, kick a very easy field goal, you're talking there's a possibility of they try to run the ball, get the middle, and we're talking about a 48-yard field goal, which is Hartley's longest field goal he's ever made in his career. In the playoff games in the clutch with the Vikings icing him with a timeout, could be a very dangerous field goal. And at that point, you're talking about a completely different ball game. However, that wasn't the way it was called in the field. Those referees used their best judgment. But you know what? Either way, the Saints still won the game because none of us can go back in history and change the way the game came out. So that's not a big deal to me at all. The big deal is the choking of the Vikings. Was it Gary Anderson hitting a field goal to ice game? No, there's nothing of that sort. The Vikings, it was an up and down game all game long, and it ended up with one team scoring to win the game. No team choked. Neither team choked. It's a complete joke. If you think that the Vikings choked, I'd like you to comment back on this video. And any arguments you had that the Vikings choked, I will reply to, because clearly you've never played football. If you have played football, you have no strategy of the game. Oh yeah, and just to address the 12 man on the field, I'm sorry, but Brad Childers did not tell 12 man to go on the field. Clearly a miscommunication on the play they were running. One of the players thought he was supposed to be in the huddle and he wasn't. And obviously he was on the field, the Vikings got a call. Brett Favre, he should probably run the play for a minimal game in the next year. I'd set Ryan Langwell up with a game-winning field goal, but thought he had Sidney Rice open in the heat of the moment. You're not the one that's throwing the ball. You're not the one that's getting paid $12 million to throw that fucking ball. So you should probably shut up, sit down, watch the game. I would have loved for him to complete that pass for it and be incomplete. Ryan Longwell to kick the field goal, but that's not the way it turned out. Now is it? So, at the end of the day, the Vikings lost, the Saints won. I'll be cheering for the Saints in the Super Bowl. Definitely deserved to win because Peyton Manning, well, it's a different story. Peyton Manning blows. You should probably do some more Radio Shack ads or something. Thank you.